Hey you and happy new year. I hope you had a fantastic end to 2022. Now we are officially into 2023. I'm ready to start the year off right, and I'm doing that starting off with a month of no buy, no spend. I'm not sure what the term is, but I'm pretty sure the concept is fairly clear. I want to talk about why I am doing a no buy January and the rules I've set for myself and the exceptions, because I do have a couple of those, and sort of the focus I will have for this month and just what I'm going to replace the shopping with. First of all, why I'm doing it. I think it's pretty normal that you do a no buy month or year, because you're going to save a lot of money, especially coming off of November and December. They are such high spend months for me, as I'm sure they are for many people. It's nice to take a month and just calm down the spending, and I definitely find that it's much easier for me to save money when I do have a very specific goal. But I definitely feel like for me right now, the biggest motivation I have for this is I want to limit the amount of time and energy I spend on shopping. It becomes this not so great habit where it's very easy to pick up my phone and scroll through, and even if I'm just on social media, you know, you get served ads all the time, and it's just such a time suck. And for me, it's something that kind of snowballs, so I'm doing it a little bit and then I do it more and more and more. So for me, I just really want to reset my habits a little bit. In my case, it's much easier to just eliminate the thing completely instead of thinking I'm going to shop less in January. For me, it just works much better to not have that conversation with myself, that bargaining where I start to kind of think, oh, maybe I should look online for something, or I just don't want to have any of that. If it's completely a no buy, then I don't look at it. I don't need to check the emails that come through. I don't need to check out sales, go into stores, because there is nothing, and I can't bargain with myself because there will be no shopping. That is the goal. Let's see how I get on. The goal really is to eliminate all the time I spend and the energy looking through things, creating wish lists, and kind of like having it in the back of my mind, and even just the time and energy it takes for me to bargain with myself whether this is a good buy or not. So that's why I am doing completely a no buy and not something that is just following a budget or something like that. And the second, actually the third thing at this point, is that shopping free periods really help me focus on what I have and really appreciate and use and love the things I already have, instead of having a focus on what I need to acquire. And the final reason I'm doing this, obviously this is mostly fashion and a beauty channel, but for me specifically for clothing, I want to get more into the habit of adding what I need for each season, maybe at the beginning of each season instead of shopping throughout the entire year. So this is not something that is the goal I'm expecting to have after this, but eventually I like the idea of getting into shopping seasonally instead of, as I already mentioned, all the time. So in a way, kind of shopping more thoughtfully for every season and just evaluating what I need instead of always keeping my eyes open for whatever is on sale. Again, I'm not expecting this to be something I have completely mastered after this, and it might not even work. It might not be a good idea at all and something that doesn't work for me, but it's a concept I've been thinking of more about recently, the past few months, and I think it's something I want to try. So we are obviously in winter right now. I have bought winter clothing. I don't need any more for this season, which is leading me into the rules I have set for this no buy month. And obviously it's just a month, it's not that long, so it's not really that dramatic. I just had a chance to look through and see I don't need any more winter shoes or warm winter clothing. I have what I need. That makes me very relaxed in feeling like I don't need to go out and shop anything. And incidentally, that is obviously the rule. I am not going to buy any new clothing, and mostly I don't want to buy anything new whatsoever. No new makeup. I did a declutter, or not even a declutter, I threw away all my makeup in November. I made a video. If you didn't see it, I will link it down below, but I got an infection, so I had to get rid of everything, and I now have a very, very minimal makeup collection. It's been fine so far. I do have a couple of things I still want, especially in regards to blushes, because I have one. I'm not going to make an exception for it. I'm not going to buy a new blush for this month. I've been fine for now all throughout December. It was fine, so I'll make it through January as well. So no new makeup whatsoever, no shoes, no accessories, no homeware and activewear. I'm feeling like right now the only thing I'm going to buy is groceries. I'm not even sure anything will break in the span of a month, but if a pair of trousers break, I will either fix them or I will use something else. So I'm not going to use that as an excuse either. And because I'm not doing any shopping, obviously my rule is to not enter any stores, because that would be like a cheat for me. Then I feel like I could very quickly fall into the trap of thinking that I'm going to spend this month not buying anything, just making a really, really long wish list, which I am not going to do. I'm not going to do any window shopping, whether it is in store or online. I'm feeling confident I will forget most of the things I think I want in the span of a month, and if I haven't forgotten about it, then I will sort of evaluate then. So I'm not going to do any thinking or bargaining with myself whether I'm going to buy anything. I do have some exceptions to my rules. I don't feel like I need too many, because a month really isn't that long, and I'm hoping I won't need to replace things, but like if I ran out of every single moisturizer I had, I would purchase new skincare. But I really don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. I feel like I have enough for at least a month. Let's be honest, probably many months. The only thing I think I need to replace is my Kerastase leave-in treatment. It is, as of now, completely empty. I cut it open yesterday when I washed my hair and used the last bit of it. So I am going to walk into a store and I'm going to buy a new one. I'm going to walk out with only that product, because I don't like my hair when I don't use it. So that is the only exception I have sort of for what I will buy for myself. And I think the only other exception I need is gifts. Obviously not for myself, but if I'm invited to a birthday party and I want to get someone a gift, I'm not going to get there and be like, sorry, I'm doing a no buy, so I don't feel like I need to include gifts for other people into this. I am actually really excited about this no buy month, and it just feels like a relief to put it away. I'm not going to spend time doing shopping. I'm feeling very motivated, but I am also realistic enough to see that this can be a little bit challenging. It probably will be, and I'm just gonna have to be a little bit proactive in changing that habit of spending time doing shopping into hobbies, and not hobbies that allow me to do more shopping. So I won't buy any more art supplies or books. Instead, I will read the books I have, I will use the paint that I have and use things instead of buying more. And that is going to be a theme for this as well. I do have some categories in the house that I will be doing decluttering of. I have not decluttered my activewear in probably 2 years, so that definitely needs a look through and focus on what I have and just really using things instead of thinking of buying new ones. But I'm also going to try to help myself do this. I will unsubscribe from newsletters. So I'm just really going to make an effort to remove temptation for this month at least, and just remember that even though I could use something and it's on sale, I don't need it. And this year the January sales are not for me. They are for somebody else, and that's fine. If you're doing this as well, I'd love to hear what your rules are and sort of how you're going about it. If you have any good tips for doing a no buy month, I would love to hear that as well. I feel like this is the kind of thing that gets better and easier if you're more people doing it. If you're doing it with somebody else, it's easier because you can help motivate each other and not kind of crack. I am really excited. I will definitely update you at the end of the month, maybe mid-month as well, depending on how it goes. We'll see. And as a side note, obviously I am planning content for this new year, so if there is anything you would like to see, anything you love talking about, let me know. It's just so much more fun filming videos when we can kind of continue a conversation in the comment section. It makes it a lot more fun. So obviously I want to make videos that you want to watch, so let me know if there is any topics or anything that you are particularly interested in. With all that said, I hope you have an amazing start to 2023. If you're not subscribed already, please do so down below if you want to sort of see how I get on with my no buy journey. I will be completely honest, okay? I'm using this kind of as a way to hold myself a little bit accountable, and it's making me a little bit scared, but it's also feeling good because that makes me take this whole challenge more serious as well. So do subscribe if you want to follow me on this journey, and I will obviously post lots more fashion content in the meantime in January and moving forward. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you very shortly in the next one. Bye!